Bada beep bop boop, bada bop boop, bop. One. Let's see. Give me a hot second. Width 460. Height 960. Okay. Now we just shrink this. And it fits like a glove. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So the white rose. Yeah, the of course, have some of you have may heard the and as mentioned in the description, the voice behind the narration of the White Rose is Inosuke, a good friend of mine. I'll link her YouTube up in the chat. Hold on a second. So yeah, this EP, like I I had like plans on actually like going all out, like doing trailers and all those stuff. And at first, because I lacked the budget, I just decided not to, because I can't find someone that just would pop out of nowhere like an angel falling out of heaven and just do the voice acting for me. Came and then I just like hit her up and say like, "Hey, can you just I have an EP releasing. I want to make a trailer. Can you do the voice acting?" And she's just like, "Yeah, okay. Sure, why not?" And thus the EP's trailer. So there are 4 tracks in the EP: Colors, Resonance, Requiem, and Monochromia. So for colors is more of let me just explain the track bit by bit, like the thought process behind them and how everything was made and like how everything was meant to sound, like just overall the thought process of how I make everything. So colors is like this combination between like techno and like some psytrance ish stuff with like pianos and strings. You'll hear them when it's released, which is probably gonna release in like 27th of October if everything goes smoothly. Okay, so carrying on with colors. With colors, first created thanks to like me just messing around with Ableton Live 11 and messing around with like making soundscapes and just glitches like these sparkly effects and all that stuff. The sparkly effect that I was talking about is literally the first 3 hits that you listen to the second the trailer starts, by the way. That was just me like sound designing random stuff because Ableton 11 just released and all those stuff. Like sound design was really fun. The spectral resonator was really helpful. And yeah, like the soundscapes, the glitches, everything, all the stuff was purely sound design by me. And then there's like um and then you'll probably only hear the piano because of course in the in the EP trailer, pardon me, I am extremely nervous at the moment because the EP trailer just released and I am still feeling a lot of feelings at the moment. But yeah, the trailer, you only heard like the piano. That piano was just I have I have like jack shit of any clues in music theory, which is why I just like messed. Oh, G minor might sound good. I'll just use G minor and then tinker around with the melodies, and thus that melody was born. Sound like as real, like as playable as possible, because I've been wanting to actually like create something that's in the spectrum of like what classical music and all those stuff, even though I know absolutely nothing about music theory. Hold on, let me drink. But yeah, colors, it's more of something like among all of the tracks, the four tracks, like the White Rose was meant to be a 6-track EP, but then the two tracks I just discarded because the other two didn't really match the theme of the White Rose, which is why I just stripped it down to four tracks. And out of the four tracks, like if I have to pick between the six, I'd have to pick the one ID that I didn't release. I'll probably release the ID as a single. But yeah, Colors is personal to me because just of how I wrote it. It was like me just experimenting with what soundscape can actually like the emotion and the world that I really want to evoke. And how the melody was written. It was first of all, I completely just written the melody because it sounds cool, and like it's just pure randomness. And then I just decided to clean it up to the melody that you heard in the trailer. It was more because like it sounds emotional, which is something that I wanna try to evoke with this EP. It's like about different emotions and just different emotions that I was feeling when I was making the tracks. I just wanna this EP is more of like my way of creating this world and providing like this sort of be which is like the best way for me to explain it is like this world is crap. Let's just listen to the sick beats and escape this world together, if you get what I mean. Um, so so yeah, which is why I experimented with more soundscapes compared to like the previous releases that I have made all over my channel, which is like just a lot of Hollow Life remixes, like what turning Crony's Ara Ara into an entire track, and then the Amelia Watson and a lot of stuff. Like I want to be known for my original stuff, which is why I created this EP. Like I want to actually sound design stuff that I want to hear, that I want to be able to enjoy for myself, and not just like release stuff that I do for shit posts. And oh yeah, so that's probably about colors, and then there's resonance. Resonance is an interesting track because this track has like a really heavy influence by one of the artists in Citus that I really look up to. His name is Kiva. Let me just send the track that I was referencing when I created this. So the track's title, the one that I referenced, is Code 11, and like um, it's like pianos and then like some like drums. The track's very simple, but you can really feel it, which is why I absolutely love the track. And that's what I wanted to try out with Resonance. Like making something that's not too over the top, like not too sound designy, not too essentially like not too hard hitting, just something calmer. Which is and the clip that you listen to in the trailer, it's the clip of the drop, which is like, oh, it's nothing that I have created before because the like usually I make drops that are like pow, just really rowdy and hard hitting and all this stuff. But like with Resonance, I try to make something that's a little bit calmer, that's a little bit more like meditative, if I were to say so myself. So yeah, like it's just a really simple beat, but it's something that I like because it's simple, but I can actually like feel it. Like you can hear the details of the track more because of how simple it is. And then we head to the chunky boy, Requiem. Okay, so Requiem, just a little bit of fun fact. Requiem is 10 minutes long. Like, there's probably like 10 or something genres that I chuck into Requiem because I just wanted to sound as over the top as possible because I wanted to essentially contrast between like Resonance, the calmer track, and then just head off to like this very merciless, unforgiving type beat. And as you heard in the EP's trailer, Requiem is a dubstep track, which is something that I've been creating for my entire life. Like I make rhythm, I make dubstep, and like I make a couple of bass music, but never have I really made like these type of bass music. It's mostly because like Requiem is heavily inspired by AU5, which is someone that I have been looking up to for probably when I started out making music. Like he got me into sound design, he got me into like making bass music aside from like the people at Disciple who got me into making rhythm. And yeah, this track is just me having essentially having fun. Like me just vibing around, like opening up Serum and make most futuristic stuff that I can make, which is which is awesome. I never thought I would be able to make like this weird dubstep stuff, but I just did. And it felt so exhilarating, like it felt so amazing that I was able to create like this hard hitting of a drop. And the track is the most random track among all. Yo Marble, yo my bad, I thought it was on Twitch. No, it was on YouTube. We're just talking about the tracks at the moment. We're on Requiem. So back to what I was saying, Requiem. Like so I was just saying that Requiem was inspired by like people like AU5 and some of the dubstep artists on Citus, like Kiva, and then like Ice who collabed and became like Acer and all that stuff. Um, Probably try like searching up like Citus V and then like Citus 2, like the Roman 2, like the double ice, and then like Citus Chaos. You should definitely listen to those. Like those are the sound design are just chef's kiss. This so back to Requiem. Requiem is heavily inspired by AU5 and those artists, like the Citus dubstep artists, which is why it sounds more like just more hard hitting, more punchy, more unforgiving.